Good morning, and thanks for joining us. I'm Veronica Brandon Miller.
And I'm Kelly Davis Strasbaugh, and this is Goodwill, Minnesota's Good News, where we get to share with you some of the good that's happening in our community.
And there is a lot of good. There is.
We love sharing the good.
We love sharing the good.
We love it.
There's good and there's great.
Yeah.
And today we have great.
Today we have awesome.
We have
awesome news
totally
with Awesome Will. So as always, we want to start by reminding you when you shop and donate at any of our stores, you help us create jobs. Our mission is changing lives through the power of work. We are in 4 counties, Sarasota, Manatee, Hardy, and DeSoto, and we employ almost 1,000 local people. That's pretty awesome.
That is. And the way you can do it is make sure that you donate and shop to Goodwill. And we're going to show you a picture of one of our fabulous places. This is called the Tech Connection, and it's located in our Ranch Lake store, which is in Lakewood Ranch. I don't know why they do that. They do that to confuse me.
It was the plaza was called Ranch Lake, so we just kind of had to adopt it.
There we go.
We're trying to rename that
but
too.
It said 70 and 75. But if you see, you look like you're going right into a Best Buy. And it's amazing because we have a grant with Microsoft and train our folks how to DoD wipe your computers clean.
Yep.
How do we do it?
We are a licensed Microsoft registered refurbisher. That's like our kind of official title. And so when you give us your computer, some people are worried about, oh, is it safe? I don't want you to see, any of my old documents or pictures with ex-boyfriends. We will take care of that. So we actually do a 3-path DoD wipe. And so it's essentially like setting fire to it 3 times. So it's very secure.
Safe.
It's so safe. Yes, very safe, very secure. We've dealt with banks before. We've dealt with schools and different offices. And I always tell people, if you're unsure, just go ahead and keep the hard drive and we'll take the components. Anybody who's looking, if you rebuild computers yourself, you can find components. It's not just computers anymore. That picture was taken when we first debuted it, and we have added very cool things. We've got headphones. We've got like video games. It's a great place to shop for Christmas, which is right around the corner.
So those gamers who are looking for new items, we actually have new buys in there too. So definitely make sure you come and check out Goodwill before you spend full price somewhere else.
Yeah, and I know they have really great prices. The actual product is really great too. So it's not just like some old computer from like the 80s that you probably wouldn't be able to use.
Oh, yeah. Nope.
A lot of it's up to date and modern stuff, and like Veronica said, a lot of it's new. So definitely check it out.
Yeah.
Right. If your dad wants a laptop and you're not sure he's not going to know how to use it and you don't want to spend all that money, come to Goodwill.
Is that what you did?
And we also, I forgot to say, part of our grant, we installed the Microsoft Digital Literacy Curriculum.
Yes.
So it helps you learn how to use the computer if you don't know how. So it's a great way to improve digital literacy in our community.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
A lot of big words, but I got through it.
A lot of big words. And now, since it is time for shopping for the holidays, we have 2 fabulous guests on, and I am thrilled to introduce Tim Holliday, which you've been on the show before, so I always love your show and tell, from Children's World, Uniform Supply, et cetera, because you need to add that to your list.
That'd be good.
Yeah, and also Tanya Smith, an amazing, amazing artist, and I can't wait for you to share everything that you've done, and also what inspires you. So this is going to be a great show. So I know what inspires you, toys.
Fun.
So for our viewers who are looking to fill the stockings for their youth and someone else that I need to shop for, tell me.
Putting it on my list.
I know. Okay, so I saw this and I begged him to bring it. We can start with that because that was my favorite. You know that.
I
Well,
would be
I'll just open
keep
it.
talking. Is there a cupcake somewhere? No.
It's the cupcakery.
No cupcakes
Sorry,
actually
eating
in it.
Okay.
But
Oh my gosh.
it is a full business kit. So instead of just, hey, here's a toy or here's, whatever, this line actually is designed to put kids into business. So this one goes over everything from how to market and how to do sales orders and how to, of course, make cupcakes.
I'm
That
going to turn
is
this
adorable.
on the back. You can see it is. They put together the business plan. And what is the show? We were even talking about it. They make cupcakes.
Oh, Two Broke Girls.
Two Broke Girls.
one
Well,
of
you
my
won't be broke if you follow this plan. But it is brilliant because it's taking something that young girls will enjoy doing, but also taking a bigger aspect of, creating your own little business.
Absolutely.
That's why I fell in love with it.
Receipts and forms, business cards. That is
Oh,
the
yeah.
cutest.
I mean, it shows it exactly what you need. So it's more than just a toy that they're going to say, oh, this is great, and go play with the box that it came in.
Absolutely.
This is an educational, learning, fun thing to do.
And I just, SheEO, I told you I heard that phrase. Instead of CEO, it's SheEO, which is totes adorbs. That means totally adorable.
The official millennial here educating us. I love it. So what else?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I brought a few other really fun ones. This one's one of my favorites. We've all played tic-tac-toe, and you do the little thing. And if you're playing with somebody that's pretty good, usually you have a lot of draws, and it's kind of like no way to win. And I didn't set the whole board up here, but I set a little of it. You play in 3D. So here is actually a winning piece going vertically on an angle. And you can play at any level, up, down, diagonally, everything. It makes you think so much more. And there are no draws because somebody is always going to win with this. It is really, really a cool way to play.
Who would have thunk it? Seriously.
I don't know. I'm not smart enough to think the stuff up, but I am certainly smart enough to carry great product, and that's a really cool one.
That is a cool product because it's not, everyone loves.
Yeah.
What is this called?
Tic-tac-toe.
Tic-tac-toe. Thank you.
Yeah,
I know when, like I'm bored in a restaurant, I just take out the pen and do it on the, but this takes it to the next level. I love it.
Exactly. So
Keeps it entertaining.
that's a definite fun one. We'll just
love that
move
one.
that one
That-
right off the old table here.
Okay, what's next?
That could keep my husband busy for hours.
There you go.
So,
And then for the outdoors, this one is camp. And it's travel edition, comes in this nice little Tyvek bag that's resealable, so you've got the game right in there. And what you're trying to do with this is you're trying to make your way all the way around to camp. So kind of like a lot of board games, but what's really unique about this and something we love is the cards that you play with have different levels. There we go, right in front of me, thank you. The cards on this have 4 different levels that you play with. So the whole family can play. And unlike a lot of games that parents kind of have to, okay, I'm going to not win this time to give the kid a chance. Well, there is a kid level, a really small kid level. There's an older kid level. There's an adult level. And then there's like a senior level. So like this particular one, the little kid level is what animal pictured above is the animal of Montana. And it's got a picture of a grizzly bear on it right there, right? But then when you get to more of adult questions, it's how many wilderness areas does Montana have where no cars or bikes are allowed? Okay, a kid's never going to know that, but that's a good question for an adult. Makes them try just as hard to win.
Oh,
So,
I love it.
yeah, it's a great way to, and there's a cute little decoder there that gives you the answer. Isn't that good?
So that's what I was wondering what that's about.
It's the magic decoder.
So, I mean, it's very interactive.
Very
There.
interactive, packs up nice and small like that and goes back in the little bag. But so you could literally take it camping and do things like that. But for any family trip,
Very
doesn't
cute.
take up a lot of room.
Love it.
Really-
Love it.
And I like the fact that you don't actually have to camp.
Exactly. There's no camping involved.
You can play it in air conditioning.
Kevin, that question was for you. Okay, so anyway.
All right. Then next, there's a series that we have that's called Cardline and Timeline. And like this one actually is on animals. We have a bat, kind of appropriate. Halloween wasn't too long ago. But what you're trying to do with this when you're playing is you're trying to stage things based on, like with the animals, either weight or how long they live or different things like that. And then there's history ones too that you have to put in order based on the dates that they happened. And then you score points, and that's how you advance in the game, is how well you did on putting things in order. So again, a good game for the whole family, lots of
Yeah.
different activity, and a great way to learn some really cool facts and trivia as well.
Oh, that is very cool.
And that's another one. That's inventions and when they were invented and things, which is great. And then this is a great one, Smarty blocks. We've seen the blocks for years that you stack up and you make an animal. Well, that's actually this turned into a game. So with this, you can stack them, you can turn, they have numbers, they have letters, so that the kids can do a lot of different things. And the way that the game is played is depending, do you want to do the animals, do you want to do the numbers, do you want to do the dots that represent them, or do you want to do colors? And then what they do is they match, they have a card, and you have to match the blocks up. So good visual piece and good little practice, hand-eye coordination and everything.
And on the side, that's a heavy box, by the
Yeah,
way.
it's wood.
And yeah,
It's wood.
includes math, reading, logic, spelling, and weightlifting, I think.
Oh, yeah.
So, one,
Yeah, that's,
two.
they left weightlifting off, but it is another one that plays in so many different ways because, again, like you mentioned with the box, the last thing you want to do is have a kid play with something and then go, okay, the box is more interesting than the item. And we talk about this a lot in our store because we always are looking for things that have multiple ways to play, multiple family members that can play together, different ways to do that. So there's a lot of opportunity to do things. And this is another one of my favorite ones, Animal Logic. This is kind of like a traffic jam for animals. And it's a thinking puzzle. For a little older child, what you're trying to do is figure out how to get all the animals off the board, but you can't ever run out of a spot. So you have to be very smart in how you're going to, okay, well, if I move all of these, now I can't move that one, I'm stuck. So then you can go back and try to refigure it out. It's a really good thinker, one of those kind of, okay, how am I going to make this happen? And a lot of times there may be one answer to it, but you may try a couple different ways to get there.
Wow, that is
neat.
very cool.
Yeah, and of course, who doesn't love animals? It's wood too, so it's got the weightlifting for you again.
There you go. Exercise for
You're
today,
having,
check.
you're having fun and you're working out. It's like going to the gym,
Absolutely.
but better.
So for people to shop in your store.
Yes, we are located on Bee Ridge Road, 4525, between McIntosh and Honore, left-hand side or north side of the road, depending which way you're going. Big two-story building. We have all of these and many, many more. We free gift wrap. We do all kinds of fun things in there. We have a special box that kids can put letters in that get answered from Santa. We do Toys for Tots Drive. If you donate anything to that, we match 50% of it during the holidays. And our folks are wearing antlers and bells on. We've got the Christmas music going. We are totally in the spirit. So come visit.
I love it.
Oh, and actually the picture right now shows we partner with Children's World a lot, and Tim and Cynthia are one of our best ambassador groups.
Yeah.
And here's a picture of someone that you hired through the Goodwill Job Connection.
Yes.
A veteran.
Yep, a
Yay.
veteran who's working away, and actually we have a couple of them on staff, and we absolutely love them and love our partnership with Goodwill for sure.
Wow.
So awesome. You guys do
Thank
such
you.
great things.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
I'm
Go shop.
gonna buy the craziest present and try to have you guys wrap it.
We can do that.
Yeah.
You
You know,
There
the
you go.
craziest shape.
You wouldn't believe some of the stuff we've wrapped.
Challenge accepted.
There you
Challenge
go.
accepted. I love your story. Okay.
Yes.
I could
you.
spend days in there.
Oh, yeah. So,
So our next guest is artist Tanya Smith and Goodwill Ambassador. We love her.
yes.
So first of all, your hair looks amazing. It's
Thank you.
so fantastic. And so yeah, tell us your story because we know your story because we've met you and hung out with you and you're very cool. And I just want to show this real quick. This is actually just a sample that Tanya created. We had her work on a beautiful piece
it
for
matches
a
us,
corporate
too.
office.
Yes, it does.
so
In case you want to use that for your website. And, but this was just like a sample she brought in, and I was like, "This is a sample because this is beautiful," and I have it at my cubicle. But I just wanted to show off the
Yeah.
work, and yeah, do you want to?
That's one of my preliminaries that I did. I did a piece for the Goodwill boardroom,
Yes.
and a tree with, we put Goodwill in the roots to represent Goodwill being the foundation for the community to grow, because you all do so much in our community, and I am all about that. So I was very blessed to be able to create something for you, and that was one of the pieces that I did. Yes.
So, tell us, how you think about what you're going to paint, and what made you start painting?
I remember painting as small as the age of 2 or 3. I couldn't get enough of it, and I can attribute that to my father. He is an artist. He attended Ringling here, School of Art and Design, when he was in his youth, and he instilled that in me. And since we're talking about Christmas and holiday fond memory, he would put a $20 bill in my stocking and take me to one of the local art supply stores, and we would buy art supplies, and that was my very favorite thing to do, of course.
That is so cool.
Christmas memory. I just
That
got goosebumps.
is.
That was
really
wonderful.
great.
And Art and Frame is my favorite place now. So yeah, it's like a candy
that
store
out, yeah.
for me. Absolutely.
Well, I mean, and you sent in some of your pictures so we can,
Show,
if they can put
yeah.
those
Okay,
up on the screen.
great.
I picked
Oh,
a
look at-
couple.
oh.
I love the brunette paintings.
Angels.
That's-
What made you start painting angels?
Well, I had done Noah's Ark over my little boy's crib before he was born. That kind of sparked my art again because I was a stay-at-home mom at that point. I quit working in the corporate world, and I searched for my subject for a long time. I had done a series of more stick figures, I guess, and watercolors for cards. And then I went to some of the shows and searched for my subject, and I came upon the angels. I'm also a graduate of Bible college, so they kind of came naturally to me. And I had done a big piece for Volunteers of America of Florida, and I remember painting the piece, one of these folk art, as I call them, angels, and I was kind of amazed at what had happened on the canvas, and so grateful for that natural talent. And so I've been painting them ever since.
Wow.
And there's a couple more.
Yeah.
There's one that I really like. Yeah, that one. It's got the 4.
They're a little fiery, aren't they?
I love them.
Yes, with their wild hair.
Yes, that's how I feel when I wake up every day. And then there's another one. Oh, yes. This one, she has a name.
That's a piece that I just did as a commission after it resembles one of my clients, her daughter Kate.
That's her.
And I call it one of my flower feather-haired girls. And she's adorned with roses and Gerber daisies and a little bird necklace. And I was using some different mediums there. I used the acrylic paints, but then I also used an ink that brought that green into the background and gave it a nice dimension.
That is very cool.
It's weird though because
you.
I thought you said that I inspired that painting, and I was like, thanks. But thanks for selling me out on that. Just kidding. And then one more that I loved. I love
Yeah.
this one. Does she have a name?
I don't recall. I do title some of my
Blondie.
pieces.
Blondie.
Blondie.
And send out certificates of authenticity with the title, and people really like that extra special added touch that I do. I ship all over. I know one lady gifts all of her friends as birthday presents. She calls me, and then I'll do the commission pieces and ship them out with their certificate for birthdays and holidays and things like that.
That's a great gift idea.
Oh, it is. And we're going to talk about how they can shop for Tanya Smith's beautiful artwork. But I would love for you to talk about, right now, you consider painting therapy.
Yes, I am an advocate and a patient of the Muscular Dystrophy Association. I have a rare form of a neuromuscular disease called carnitine deficiency. It affects all of my muscles, including your heart, kidneys, liver. So it is definitely, living with a chronic illness can be challenging, to say the least. So everybody sees me out and they say, oh, you do so well, because I look fine on the outside. But on the inside, I have to take a lot of downtime and rest. And I think that people don't understand how quickly you could become depressed or unhappy living with a neuromuscular or any type of chronic disease. So painting, I do that, and it's very healing and therapeutic, and it's just a wonderful way to release that and to stay focused on something other than sickness.
Well, you do beautiful, beautiful work.
Thank you so
Now, people are, again, thinking of gifts for the holidays.
Yes.
How can they buy?
Well, I do a local venue down in Venice called Venice Mercado. So my artwork is available there. It's a monthly event, and they can find that information on my website on my regional show page, which is www.moondanceartdesign.com.
Moondance Art and A&D?
No, just moondanceartdesign.com.
Okay.
Yes.
Just making sure.
Yeah, making
clear
sure
it
so
up.
people are writing that
And
down.
I do have an Etsy store. Not much makes it up. It usually sells before it ever gets there, but I try really hard to put things in my Etsy store as well.
And is it under Moondance too?
Yes, there's a link from my website to that as well, and my Facebook
Well,
page.
again, we love everything you do, and
Thank you.
we're very blessed that you're also a Goodwill ambassador, and we are the product of many of your designs
Yeah.
too. So I love that. So, what's on the forefront for your vision?
Well, years ago, I had a vision or a calling to help those in need, and I have a heart for those who are suffering from addiction. And I'm all about outreach. That's another thing that will keep you from, woe is me, is to look to the needs of others. So for a time, I did art with the girls out of Selah Freedom, which is a local organization helping girls out of sex trafficking. And I mentored one of the girls for a while, and that was really a wonderful experience. I love that organization. And right now, I also I go down to the park and I find some of our homeless. I get to know them and I hear their stories. A lot of them don't feel like anybody sees them. So I think it's important to go down and just get to know them and know that they are seen and that they have hope for a future. So my desire, eventually, and I don't know how it'll come or when it will come, but is to help our homeless and our less fortunate in some way through the work of my hand, through my art.
And I know,
like 3 times.
And when you look at Tanya's artwork, you know that your vision of, peace, tranquility, and for all is coming through, and
Thank
it
you so
is.
much.
You gorgeous work.
I love what I do, and I
Yes.
think that that resonates with people. I have so many collectors. I feel so blessed by them, but they tell me that my work brings them great peace and joy, and what more could you ask for to be able to do what you love and for people to enjoy it and benefit from it. Yeah.
Colors are always so rich, and you're right.
Oh.
You just look at it and you're like, oh, that's nice.
It's funny. Every time now I'm going to see that picture of the lady with the flowers in the hair, I'm going to think of you.
Actually, I almost wore flowers in my hair.
Oh,
So I would be,
nice.
not really, but I wish I would have. That would have been great.
Right.
You come back from the picture and I would have had like a big thing of,
Okay, I'll have to paint one of you next.
I mean, I don't want to say you should use me as your muse, but I'm readily available. I can't sit still for that long, but I just love the work. I think it's beautiful. Like Veronica said, we have one at our corporate campus, and it's the trees, and it's like organic. It's really cool. So your work is beautiful.
Yeah, and you painted our holiday card, so.
Yes, I'm very excited about that.
Oh, absolutely beautiful. So say your website one more time.
At moondanceartdesign.com.
And I forgot. Oh, sorry. Did you want to reiterate her website?
No, go
You're about to. Okay. So one of the things I want to tell people too is both of these great ambassadors are local people. They live in this community. They
Perfect.
sell in this community.
Yes.
They employ people. Well, Tanya, but they employ people in this community. And I like to stress that because if you're looking for a great gift, shop right here. We have some awesome people here locally, like Tanya and like Tim, who are ready to help you find the perfect gift for someone. And then you hear what they're actually doing with that.
Yeah.
Tim is employing veterans and giving back to the community, and Tanya wants to start like a homeless ministry. I mean, you can't get any better than that.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful people in the community. Yeah. And for Tim's website, childrensworlduniform.com.
That's it.
Score.
Okay.
Score. And while we're talking about, I'm wearing 2 actually pieces of jewelry from Barb McSweeney, another wonderful Goodwill ambassador.
Love Barb.
I don't even know how
Beautiful
to
work.
make this attractive.
We are not professional models, clearly.
Yes. Well, I could be a hand.
Hang on.
Nope,
Hang
there. So This actually, right, this is beautiful. It has a little crown on it. I don't know if you saw that. But
Yes,
anyway, let's focus on this one. This
Queen
is
Veronica.
the Goodwill bracelet that she designed specifically for us. And you'll see,
Beautiful.
it's just these beautiful, and I'm going to slaughter it. Pretty pearl. Oh, thank you. Look at that.
Pretty pearl.
Pretty pearl, and these beautiful blue things. And portion of the proceeds come right back to Goodwill, Minnesota, and go on barbmcsweeney.com and look up the Goodwill bracelet.
Yeah.
So, we just gave you a bunch of wonderful ideas to
With no
shop for
excuses.
the holidays, but most important too.
Now I know what I'm getting for Christmas.
Shop at Good. Shop at Goodwill. Oh, here you go.
Yeah.
Anyway.
and a Goodwill gift card is, if you have that picky neighbor.
Yep, they're available.
You know you need to get something for, but you don't really want to. Come to
Yeah.
Goodwill, and you'll help create jobs.
Yeah, but let's not forget.
Oh,
what
yes.
time of year is it? Yeah,
I was waiting for the
dance.
picture
You
to come
sang,
up.
by the way. You sang for Tanya. Go ahead, sing this.
The ugly sweater Christmas contest.
And what I love, I love the gentleman who's wearing the Happy Hanukkah. So it's not just ugly. It's Christmas sweater. It's an ugly
It's universal.
Hanukkah sweater.
It's holiday.
Yeah, we're not picky.
No.
And these are some great ideas. I can't wait. Next show, we're going to be wearing our ugly sweaters.
Oh yes.
And I bought, it's actually a really nice sweater from Goodwill.
Right.
But I managed to find things around the house, and I'm like, I can sew this on it. So yeah. We're in a competition. I haven't seen yours yet.
Nope. And I haven't seen yours yet, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna beat you
And then we're also going to post it where?
on Facebook. And don't we have a special guest next week? But we can't.
We
should
do. Okay, we have a special guest.
We have a special guest. So don't forget, one more thing, don't forget to go to Children's World and drop off your letters to Santa, because now I know exactly where I'll be dropping off my letter, because I wasn't sure. But yes, please take a picture of your ugly sweater, challenge your friends, make it a thing. Go to Goodwill, find the components, put it together, post it on our Facebook page, and you could win a prize.
Yes, and what is the Facebook page?
Goodwill, Minnesota. Just type in Goodwill, Minnesota.
I know she
we
likes
have
to
like
play with
sales
her
and
hair. She forgets to mention the website, which is,
experiencegoodwill.org.
yes.
And you can call us at 941-355-2721.
And again, continue those letters, because we enjoy hearing from you and what you want to see next on the show, or just
Right.
to let us know who's doing good, because that is our job,
Yep.
to share with you who is doing good in the community. And just like Tim and Tanya, I like that, Tim and Tanya.
Tim and Tanya.
See, and she's going to sing it.
Tim and Tanya.
Thank you both for everything that you do for Goodwill and for the community. And again, I hope our viewers will go to the websites and the store of our guests to make sure that your stockings are filled with community love. Like that?
Ooh, I love
Yeah.
that. Have a great morning, everybody. That's perfect note.
That is. And with that, I hope you do have a wonderful, wonderful day, and we look forward to seeing you next